here in the time of Relic. It has come to my attention I don't know where the Relic quest starts. I'm gonna guess Kugane, yeah, I was gonna say. Because it does have to do with the 4.0 stuff. PS4 load times. Oh no, is Hein in it? Oh, I can't see Hein's weird texture. Hein's awful, awful robes. Alright. That's Gilgabrand. Hail to the Queen, level 80, hello. Whoa, that's the wrong... Oh, you know what else I need to grab? I bet you this is associated with it. Summoned Bell. Hello. Nope, don't sort that actually. Is it on my other one? It's probably on my other one. Hello. Weathered sequence, as you see the ongoing of my obsession here. Many relics have been crafted.
A couple of relics. It's a little relic weapon.
It's okay, it's just a little relic.
So I start with a little relic.
So there's room for a little relic. As with most Kugane quests, go talk to Hancock. Hello, my good man. What weapons do you have for me today? I don't remember who Bozjan is. I'm not... Who?
Pengus?
I don't know who that is. One House of Fears. It's the Hrothgar homeland. Okay. What achievements do I have for this zone? Oh, right. My white whale here. I have every fate achievement except for that one because it's a pain in the ass and nobody wants to do it anymore.
Well, I mean, once I get to space.
Maybe.
You do all sorts of things.
Well. God, I hate the House of the Fears. It's one zone that is consistently just a pain in the ass to get in and out of. And never just concludes in there. I wonder if this is where many cutscenes will play in succession.
Many cutscenes are typing.
I do wonder if they will give us the full eyeful of his shitty cloak texture. It has to be a joke at this point that his robe texture is that bad. Nope. It is actually that bad. Oh, like the devs won't change it. Maybe. Oh, that I can see. Yeah, so for those who are unaware, there's going to be a couple references to the Final Fantasy Tactics raid, because you have to finish that in order to unlock this, because it is sort of directly connected. It's also why they made one of the bosses of the raids easier recently, because it was too much of a wall and people were dying. The problem with the Evil East raids is some of the bosses are entirely too tanky for the amount of mechanics that they have. And some of the later steps fix that, but still always have that one boss that kind of goes on too long. Yes, good, correct. We're going to reforge the legendary weapons of your elite guards that I will then take and store in a box. They're mine now.
I made this.
I wield this. See, I actually really like the monastery raid. Like, I think those fights are the right balance of complexity. I actually had no problem with the boss that they nerfed, but I can acknowledge that there are problems. My dude, you said make a sword, and man, I'm all for making swords.
Hallway, cutscene, hallway, cutscene. I've reached the elevator.
You can now AFK.
Nice.
Ah. There you are, friend. Counterpoint. What if I warped to the Enclave and then took a boat from the Enclave to the destination? these speedrun strats. The Enclave, where I feel slow as molasses because it's the only point in the game that I can mount up and I don't have like 3 times speed. Kangos. I think this is the first time in the game where you see an airship actually in water. As you know, you would expect them to be able to do. Oh boy, it's having a big think. Okay. Alright. I didn't know Hrothgar could have mustaches, though. It's a very good look. Baj Sheljen. Oh god. Of course.
Alright. Fucking expert timing. I sit down in the cutscene, it's just ending. Yeah, elevator fight. Here we go. How's Relics?
It's alright. We met a Catman with a great mustache, and I did not know that you could customize Catman to have mustaches. Also, of course, it being a Relic quest, here is Relic Man. This is the blacksmith that is in every Relic quest. Just every time he shows up. What? You're here too? Weird. You go to the alternate universe and get your weapon and armor crafted, and it is just alternate universe version of this guy who is just this guy with hair.
Okay, elevator fight's over.
That sounds about right.
No one among you has the power to stop.
At this point, canonically, Wandering and Geralt here are very good friends.
This guy who's there for every quest. And because he's a 2.0 character, he's just extremely Jeff. Just there he is, very plain man.
His entire backstory is that he is in such debt that he is constantly taking on these jobs in order to pay off the debt and can just never seem to get his debt paid off. It's always something, like you make the fucking animal weapon and then it just goes, well, this is entirely convoluted and not profitable at all. And then you make like the Eureka weapon, and just nobody wants to come here and make this. This is ridiculous. This is completely unnecessary. Just every time.
My dude just makes some knives. People buy knives.
He makes kettles. That's his actual thing. Is he just makes teapots. Do you know of the incident? No, or yes, but I've forgotten. I think the best looking relics out of all of the ones that they've made are the final Heavensward ones, which are very, very generic looking when they're sheathed, and then you pull them out and they become, like, the aura lights up on them and they become ridiculous. So, like, the Paladin one that looks like could easily be the level 1 starter sword, and then you take it out and the entire blade lights on fire to, like, be more pronounced. I like that in crashing a moon into the earth and everything associated with that, if they ever need an explanation for why something was destroyed, just, you know, moon happened.
You heard about Moon?
Remember that fucked up time when the moon exploded and a dragon came out? Craziest thing. Where's our nerd? There's always a nerd every quest line. Whoa, sir. Okay, that's an ultimate weapon. That was the relic already. Well, getting some. Oh man. Okay, yeah. Welcome to. All right, the zone. Probably gonna be a little framey, if you can't tell by the fact that like people are blinking in and out of existence. These things happen. You accept this when you play on PS4. Unfortunately, at this point, I am too deep to make the transfer. I will wait for PS5 and the eventual transfer over. Were you part of the storyline? It's been so long since I've done tactics. Oh, yeah. You were the journalist. No, not the journalist. You were part of that. Ah, she was the nerd. Right, that's who she was. She was the one researching the magic rocks.
Ultima's weapon? What? No. How?
Not your intention?
Not yet. Soon.
Soon.
Ultima kills people? What?
If they haven't updated some other fights at this point, I doubt that they're going to update the Praetorian fights. What they're probably going to do, and like legitimately the only updates that they're going to make to 2.0 is they're going to make things flow better, go faster. That's about it.
I think the only way you could restore difficulty to those fights and make it fair is change how gear scaling works.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. If they make the fight hard enough to still be real to people who have endgame gear, that means that the people actually going by for the first time are completely irrelevant because they have baby number. They get to be a spectator rather than a contributor to their own main sequence. And that's just rude. The devastation was not their intent. We're there now.
Zombies and ghosts have memories. Yeah, remember when they named drop like Sabik the heart of Sabik, and I don't think Sabik has ever come up again. It was just this weird random name they had for something. I'm gonna butcher his name, but Aviator, thank you for the host. We are progressing through Relic storyline because I have a problem. Didn't you gonna do wizard stuff? Don't we need a wizard? We're just gonna force a little echo to occur. That's never a problem, right?
It's fine.
I'm very much looking forward to whatever this weird, mysterious trial is going to be because they have been so absolutely secretive about it. Geralt. Painful memories, which would more accurately describe any interaction between Geralt and Rowana. Now needs to just turn, just wordlessly say, not a word. Well, it's time to kill Sid. Also, what is this new fucking... Is this supposed to be the Echo? Did they make a new Echo effect? Future Echo. Trying to think of what an opposite of an echo would be. I don't know why you're praying to me, but I guess I could phone up Sid. See what Sid's up to today. Take 5 minutes to load into the zone of 5 billion people. Sana! Hello! Hey! Everyone coming over from Sana Town. We're playing a little 14 because a new patch dropped with a continuation of my obsession of making every legendary relic in the world. Sid is not in the void. Sid was not pulled over. Sid is just doing Sid things, I think. No, because this is post Stormblood. 100% post Stormblood. Sid got out of the void. Alright. Yeah, the premise is interesting so far, of we're going to dive into memories and figure out how these old weapons were made, which does sort of set up the trial that is supposed to occur. Okay. Just checking something on the side. The Ironworks recruited a new worker so that they could have the other new race to this expansion represented. You get used to it. skill speed. That incident 15 years ago. There we go. The price of traveling a continent. Afternoon today. The plot so far is we are helping rebels try and take back the Dalmascan borders by recreating legendary weapons, and we're going to achieve this by diving into memories. Horse. Horse is here. Where am I going? Shortcut? No. Got a good feeling. Well, so technically the Cyan theme is used for a character mostly, and they just use it for this town being the headquarters. It's the same way as I think if you go to Doma in 6, it plays Cyan's theme. Standard Warrior of Light response of emote wildly at an NPC. Ah, you're right. I should reconsider. Oh, I think we're going back to much slowdown. He's actually been long enough to actually forget what this weapon looks like normally. Yeah, it looks okay. Also, piss. I grabbed the sword and not... Surely they not... they'll give me a way to access... I grabbed the sword and not the shield. Oh. We'll see what happens. Blech. You don't need to bring that weapon? Okay. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Well, here we are in the exact same situation that we just had a vision about turning out really poorly. Playable? I see a time. Finally. Gameplay. Wrong answer. This is cool. That is not the goodie. Ah, hello. Sparklies. Oh, that's fucked up. Hey, a little bit of memory tampering. What's the worst that could happen?
He's only time travel. It's fine.
That's how it happened, right?
Much damage could paradoxes do? It's fine.
Is that good? Is them just getting right back up? It's very rare that stuff outside of the main story is voice acted. Extremely rare. It's usually like in the middle of the fight. Off into the hole with you. I had to take one step forward. Oh. I'm sorry, hold up. Sid. The antibodies. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it later. It's not important. Just my memory is rebelling against us. Almost as if I don't want to relive this. Some sort of trauma. Stress. This blue barrier that couldn't mean anything. Oh, you know. Sometimes you just remember Bahamut. Altered Bahamut. Well, I've done this before. Sid, I recommend not standing there. Alright, you're fine. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, good, you're gonna have phases. I need to be running more. I need to be running much more.
Newbie, what did you do?
Well, a little like porn.
I joined up as you were fighting Bahamut.
Look.
We made it deal too much damage as a joke.
Alright, from the top. Several cutscenes will play in succession.
Several cutscenes will end with Bahamut.
A good end. Or at least an appropriate one.
Look, I have an answer for it this time.
Is it called running?
I mean,
Okay,
if it was actual
good.
Bahamut.
They... correct. Resume from midway.
Also, do you think running would actually help against Bahamut? It seems a little large for that. It's like running from Godzilla.
The targeting marker thing that they did for that is generally like it is a thing that will hit and then chase you. So if you are moving, it technically won't hit you. I'm going to use 2 buttons for this and see if it works. Also, Bahamut with his classic auto attack animation of just kind of flexes and looks at you and you explode a little bit.
That seems fitting somehow.
I can't hate this music though.
It's very
Oh,
good.
this music is. Oh God, what's the song called? I've completely forgotten now. It's the thing they
I
used in the
forget.
end of an era trailer, right?
I forget, and it's the worst.
Answers.
Answers, yes.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah, see, it is following. I just needed to keep moving. And I was not. I was trying to run in circles. Is that good? Many Bahamuts. What if too many Bahamuts? What if... Dodge this.
Well then, it's time for Bullet Heck. Wild Night Blazer, I think Dragon Song played over Heaven's Ward's credits?
Yes. Dragon Song is the,
The equivalent of Answers for the expansion.
that was the Nidhogg song.
The
How
ballad
many
of...
Bahamuts were there? 3? 5? I feel like
Yeah,
there
I
was
thought
at least
a
6
little too
Bahamuts.
Time to rotate the board.
This is like the FF14 equivalent of 14 orbs, isn't it?
It is literally somebody having post-traumatic stress to the nth degree.
Yeah, repress this as hard as humanly possible.
Newbie, is one of your abilities dealing Spirits Within damage?
Yes.
I'm not sure how I feel
Well,
about that one.
The ability is called Spirits Within, isn't it?
Yes.
My point stands.
Not sure if it's dealing Spirits Within damage. It looks like
Yes, it is. It's dealing PTSD from Spirits Within.
it's destroying Square Enix, much like Final Fantasy 1 or 14 1.0.
Come on, do a biggie. Do a big move. Fuck me up.
Let me have it. He's cooking something up. I should hope. I would be just so screwed up by the dichotomy between targeting and animation. Since, you know, virtually every game I play tends to have them overlap very tightly. So, walking right back
It
to
looks like something you get used to.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
it's extremely, you get used to it. Like this thing. When this first showed up, like, eventually they got very good with the targeting markers of like, alright, this thing is like spinning around him, what the fuck does that mean? And then, oh, it means he's going to do the same move and just keep rotating. Who would have thought that they would just put Bahamut in again? It's not what I was
I am
expecting.
okay with it.
Now, what about Phase 2?
Was there a phase 2?
There exists a Phase 2 to Bahamut.
I see.
We don't talk about Phase 2 Bahamut.
Oh, is this another one of the Binding Coils was a nightmare story? Stories, excuse me.
The ultimate ballad of Bahamut is a thing.
Literally the only thing I know about this is we made it deal too much damage as a joke. And I'm not even sure that's actually Bahamut. Here, at the end of Giant Robo, well, sort of.
We're just gonna take this book and, leave the memories.
I was gonna say, if it's his memory of his documents, it'll probably contain his documents.
The Lesser Moon may very well possess the ability to absorb solar power.
I mean, usually they reflect it, but fair enough. We didn't really intend for you to leave it plugged in and not discharging for, looks at watch,
Look,
2,000 years.
The Alligans made a moon and then they died. What's not to understand? I see things stored in containers that are weapons that should be mine.
The weapons or the containers?
Yes.
Okay.
Joke's on you. That wasn't the boss.
Of course it wasn't. There's this giant friendly-looking arena here for the real boss.
Why would the boss be Bahamut 2, the Squeakquel? I want that. Give me that.
Welcome to the sealed castle, I guess.
There's weapons, there's 17 of them, 19 of them.
And they may even be legendary. Meanwhile, this extremely Yoshitaka Amano art-based man.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it for some of these characters.
I mean, I just saw his silhouette and I'm like, that's the most Yoshitaka Amano thing I've ever seen.
Now this guy, though.
So Sid's hair's always been that color then? I figured he was just old. Oh, that seems like a problem.
No, there's just places in the setting where white hair is normal.
Fair enough. Sid, you've created a time paradox.
You ever get shot by your memories? It's fucked up.
And you're to blame. Quick, Sid, roll to disbelieve.
Oh, I forgot what your character looked like, newbie.
It's really good.
This fucking beatnik cat boy over here. Did you, like, calibrate your character's hair to match his facial stripes, or did that happen automatically?
That just happened by chance.
I see. Because it very much makes him look like he's got the Lord Genome facial hair going on.
Oh man. Is Varus the boss? We've never seen Varus fight before. This has extreme dream energy at this point of like,
Well, yeah.
is that real? Is that real? Is that real? Is that real? This has the feeling of like a perfect blue.
I know very little about this world. What race is the young lady who's with you?
Aura. They're like weird,
Lizardy
Draconic
people?
looking things.
yeah, draconic looking. They're never really explained in game that well.
But scaled, horned dragons.
Yes. This is
More
the new
dragon.
Relic stuff.
I think that's an early game shield from Dark Souls, if I remember correctly.
With the echo and, you know, your sword.
God, these fucking glasses are destroying me.
I love them.
I absolutely cannot, like, stop expecting beat poetry at any moment.
Hey, I know some of these people.
My friends.
And also Thancred.
Also Thingus.
I wonder what happens if you pick the first option.
It's probably the same ones. They give you a full trial squad.
Newbie, no, we did that joke already. So you summoned the Scions for this. Fair enough, I suppose.
Think fast.
Or not.
I
There we
see.
go.
He seems to be a rather big boy.
No, I'm tank.
Steal aggro from the other tank, eh?
I'm tank. Me tank. Get out of here, Thancred.
Well, what if you off tank? What if Thangus takes all the hits?
Is this a
Apparently,
running joke
he
at
is just
best?
hard-coded to tank because he stole aggro from me. And I am in almost endgame gear.
You are not tank.
Oh, he's cheating.
Is this one of those things where you can just go take a nap in a corner and let them take care of it?
Absolutely not. They do
Okay.
piddly damage. They do enough damage, but you need to be doing mechanics.
You need,
also,
yeah, you need to
you're-
contribute.
it as shown through like the event of I summon them here, I am the linchpin if I go down.
Yeah. I like that the reticle is covering a huge amount of stuff outside the arena.
Well, that's the kill zone.
Unfortunately, we can't be in there. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of chatter happening. I like it.
Oh yeah. They're all voice too. Green though. Green's gonna be close. Yes. Red is always away, green is always close.
Is that how this works?
That's usually how it works.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, I believe you. It's just, I know nothing about the color coding of attacks in this game. Or, specifically... I'm genuinely annoyed.
Thancred, no!
I, Varus, will knock you all down.
Do the thing. Do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing.
No, dear.
Oh, come on.
Push button to protect her.
Hello. Yeah, the bitrate probably really liked that one.
Yeah, there was a lot of very,
Bitrate was like, oh god, please stop this.
very colorful things happening.
What are you doing? I have a family.
I'm not a coward.
What would a bitrate's family even be?
Bits and bolts.
I see. Knocks you back, and then actually gives you plenty of time to move. I would assume those would have fired off immediately.
This gentleman is very tall that you're fighting.
Yeah, they never really explained it. He's just kind of big.
Oh, that's not like MMO boss concession to gameplay.
No, this guy's just kind of big.
Okay.
It's kind of a
Fair
One
enough.
Piece thing going on.
Right.
Because he's not... Okay, well, he's the Garlean race, but the whole... Garleans are still just human-ish. They just
Yeah.
have the jewel... The two things about Garleans is that they have the jewel in their head, and they can't channel ether, so they can't use magic.
Right.
Oh, this seems fun.
It's fine.
Oh, I remember this pattern from the Mind Flayer fight.
Like, so legitimately, they can't use ether, but they're very strong. And they were actually kind of very much a downside for them. They were kind of subjugated a lot for a very long time until they found like pretty much fuel. Like this?
Till they found oil.
Yeah, until they found oil, and then they were like, what if we used oil to build weapons? And now they're a threat.
Silly question. How much HP do you start this game with?
10.
And you have how much now?
Like 100.
Yeah, it's on the order of 100. It's like your level in Final Fantasy.
The numbers have kind of exponentially gotten bigger and bigger over each campaign. Like literally at the end of 2.0, you were lucky to break 10,000.
I will go ahead and equip the basic weapon for one of the classes I don't do yet. Okay, 99 health for a starter rogue. Also for a starter sword haver. Yeah, 100 health. 100 is baby health.
I'm really enjoying the message log that states that Ishtola won that fight.
It's accurate.
Damn right she did.
Yeah, in fairness, from what I've seen of 2.0, she is like the only cool Scion at that time, so...
That lady does work.
And I've reached the end of 3.4. Also unlocked the Warring Triad. Soon.
Get to punch Power Man 5000.
Somebody's been tampering. Whether it's Sid or not is an open
Sid,
question.
it was your dad. Your dad shot you. Cool move.
Using the power of his stand.
Yeah, I have a feeling that when next expansion rolls around, they might do a number crunch of some sort, because the numbers are getting very big. It was your dad, and you are trying, yes, you are trying to help yourself by not remembering that your dad fucking shot you.
What about the other way around? He shot his dad.
Oh my god. This guy is literally a minor character from Giant Robo, isn't he?
Was he thralled by Dalamud?
Moonthral?
Well,
Just had a little bit of the old wizard eye going on.
for lore purposes, for those that aren't 100% aware, Moon is more or less Bahamut. Bahamut is primal. Bahamut can thrall.
Mhm.
And
Anybody who doesn't have the echo can get the whammy put on them.
Yeah. Yep. We had a link to the moon, which means Bahamut had a link to us. Bahamut thralled the dad.
Oh my god, his dad does look like thinner Dr. Light. God
His
damn
dad,
it.
he also looks like he just got shot in the head, and there's a bullet literally going through his forehead right now.
Look,
Garleans.
Garleans have jewels in their heads.
I know, but that's just what it looks like to me.
Sid covers his up with goggles. It's weird.
Them sweet-looking goggles.
Is there an explanation for how, like, Victorian Gothic Lolita Mikoto's clothing is?
Just the time frame.
Okay. I just,
Is there an explanation for how weirdly sort of Eastern Eastern Japanese an entire town is?
Well, I kind of figured that would be what her clothing was patterned after,
Well, no.
given the name.
The Makote, or not Makote, the Aura are from all over.
All right.
Just wherever she's from.
I mean, look at
I
Sid's dad. He's wearing a pretty dapper jacket.
Also, she's a nerd.
That might explain it.
Why did y'all not look at the weapons that you went in there to look at the weapons?
Look. And yeah, I remember chat mentioning that the Aura were sort of culturally Mongolian as a general rule, but I assume there were exceptions.
Certain races of them, yes.
Tribes, I would assume.
Tribes, yes.
Or, other major cultural
Settings.
There are at least 2 major ethnic groups within every playable species.
Right.
Yeah, the Zayla? They're
Zaela, yeah.
There's a
Judged
whole zone that is just their giant open plains that they then have a huge battle royale over. It's pretty much the high point of Stormblood.
Per chat, the Aura are specifically native to Doma and Hingashi.
Basically, yeah, Fantasy China and
Fantasy
Fantasy
China
Japan.
and Fantasy Japan.
Doma's Japan?
Doma is Japan.
Well, yeah.
Doma is Japan.
On account of Cyan as a samurai.
Yeah, and then Hingashi is China. You literally cross the sea between Japan and China. It's a whole zone.
Wait, the place with the samurai and the ninja? It's Japan?
That's
Japan?
Japan?
That's
Unthinkable.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Why are you getting your Japanese stuff mixed up in my medieval technology with Magitech and other things?
Looks nervously at Final Fantasy VI.
Right. It's slightly the other way around. Hingashi is Japan. Doma is China.
Yeah.
And airships.
Everywhere is airships.
Yeah, you just, lighter than air bag, strap it to like a bucket, you got an airship.
Thank you for coming and helping out with it. Give me my sword. Give sword. I fought Bahamut again. Give me sword.
Look.
So these people you're talking to here, are they another one of those races where the men look very animalistic and the women are less so?
I don't think we see any female Roth.
The lady to the right there is a different race. She's a Rogadine.
Okay. Just checking, because that is a common thing.
So, the Hrothgar, if you can't figure it out just looking at them, are more or less themed after the...
Like Kimari and what have you?
the
Ronso?
Ronso.
There we go. Yes. So, if there were... They just don't have a female race in the game, but if there were female versions of them, we would assume that they would look like what the female versions look like in late 10 and 10.2.
Yeah. Which is to say,
could see them early
more
in 10.
slightly built Ronso.
You don't see them early in 10 at all. You don't see
Yeah,
them
you
until you go to the
because you go
mountain.
to Mount Gagazet really late.
Yeah, but you see a couple of the ladies, a part of the Blitzball team that they have at the stadium.
I don't think you ever see the Ronso Blitzball team. Unless you play Blitzball as a side thing. I was just talking about, like,
Right.
main story.
Yeah, in the main story, you don't
I mean,
hit.
I think they're there at the stadium.
Also, it wasn't until this side quest that I didn't realize that Hrothgar could have mustaches.
No, those are whiskers.
Get out. So what's with the Blacksmith Sentai team over here?
Well, these are the Resistance members. The only blacksmith here is the shirtless man, who is part of every Relic quest line.
I see. The rest of them just look like they're wearing heavy clothing appropriate for...
To the point where you, at one point, go in the alternate universe that is where 5.0 takes place. They go, well, you're going to need better equipment if we're going to take on this big fight. So go talk to this blacksmith that is over here, and you go there, and it's the alternate universe version of him, which is just his model, but with hair.
Great.
He didn't burn it all off in an accident. It's fine.
Also, I really appreciate that we had this whole sequence of memories using this method can be manipulated and not be what they actually were, and this, that, and the other thing. Who could say what is real and what isn't? And then, look, your father, he's thralled by surely this isn't a thing that your memories are just doing as a sort of defense
To make up an
mechanism.
excuse for why he shot you.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely not suspicious in the slightest.
Are you sure about this part where your dad fought 5 Godzillas?
Some memories are somewhat muddled. What's the crest Sid is wearing around his neck?
Some sort of pendant. It's
Alright.
it's brought up like once or twice, and I can never fucking remember what it is.
Fair enough.
I wasn't paying attention before to her speech patterns and such, but yes, she's a nerd. I can see that now.
Like, she's a technical expert. They all talk like that and you know it.
No, she's a nerd.
Wow.
She's extremely a nerd. She's
They
part of
can
another,
both be true.
She's part of another quest line, and she is such a nerd.
Do you think it's awkward doing her hair with her horns in the way like that?
Yes.
Alright.
Wait.
Is now the time?
No.
Correct. Destroyed. Meanwhile, Newbie silently judges her.
I stepped away for a little bit. What happened?
She tried to hit on Sid.
Silent judgment occurred.
Hey.
Where quests and where NPC? They're lost. They're loading in. There they are.
Yeah. Okay, so they're like presumably they're resonators or something if they are functionally ears. Just, they transfer the vibrations presumably to some sort of amplifying mechanism in the skull the same way your eardrums do.
Oh, dope. I can just teleport here now. Where's my sword?
We're sorry, newbie. Your sword is in another castle.
Meanwhile, in Dalmasca.
Right. Still Crisis on Infinite Final Fantasies.
Yes.
This looks like Arcades fucked Dalmasca, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, the architecture-wise. If you remember Arcades from FF14, or 12.
That's where the Princeman is from, correct?
Vane, yeah. Also Balthier. Like, anybody with a British accent
So,
is very... Game, we need to talk. Game? What's this horse shit?
Yeah?
No, I'm just enjoying the visual work.
They're putting way more effort into the Relic quest.
What? Did we walk into Final Fantasy Tactics? What is with this title card?
Save the queen, baby. Save the queen.
Get it? Because it's like that movie about dreams.
I mean, visually also, but...
Who came with the Save the Queen sword?
That was Beatrix.
Beatrix, yeah. She had it equipped. You could also get it some other way for absolutely no reason whatsoever. If
Yeah, 'cause
I was
nobody can use
referring to tactics, not 9, but that's cool too.
What's her
Meliador.
name? Meliador.
Yeah, Meliador.
She came with Save the Queen. Because
Good old Melly.
Sid came with Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Yeah.
The I've won the game button.
Yep. Rip Meliador, obsoleted before she joins your party.
Whoa. 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 Could be anything.
Auto haste on a sword is indeed dumb as hell. It would be dumb as hell even if it didn't come equipped on fucking Sid.
It being a holy elemental also was not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does the 80 Relic series require you to grind materials like the earlier ones? Ah, not for this first step at least.
You earned the achievement Sidception.
Yeah, we've been chattering about that about 2 minutes ago.
I had stepped away.
Oh, right, you stepped away, yeah. It's like that movie about dreams.
There's a lot of
The
people,
fancy markings
a lot
are
of
just for
people
show.
doing things around me.
The higher-ups don't understand. There are a lot of very strange titles attached
Nope,
to the people.
don't worry about it.
Also, Crystal Pepsi definitely made me laugh down there in the bottom left. Oh, farewell!
Did I spend all my poetics before going into this? I may have spent all my poetics.
Well, it's time for me to bust out the, whatchamacallit, Tennyson. And per the chat. I see two of my friends / free company members there. Good. I guess everybody's doing this? Is this the first day it's released?
It literally just came out today, which is why.
Okay, yeah. Then just any active player at the appropriate level is presumably just here fucking around.
Loon, why aren't you here? Come on.
Isn't he still in like 3.4 somewhere?
Nope, don't care.
Go meet her at Cat Tea House. What?
That was elaborate.
If I remember right, this unlocks the EX version of that fight.
I see.
I'm good. Another time. That's not what we're here for today.
Did I tell you about this time I fought Varus inside of Sid's brain?
The only thing I know about that is that it does in fact have a JoJo reference.
Very good everywhere these days, I guess.
It just has a very out of nowhere, are you approaching me joke. Because Koji Fox will not be stopped.
No, that's kind of what I figured. He at least set expectations pretty comprehensively early on. With it, Quake Me Up Before You, Ogamoro, or whatever the hell that quest is called.
No, accurate. You got it in one.
I'm impressed. I didn't think I would get even close.
One day.
One day.
One day sightseeing location. Probably not, if I'm being
Oh,
honest.
is this the fucking tower gauntlet?
That is...
Into jump off the tower?
You have to do that, and then jump off and land on that.
Yes! Very good.
Alternatively, you wait for a kind soul to do it already, and then you self-destruct and they res you.
God.
It kind of feels like cheating, so I haven't done that. I don't know if they're keeping it accurate for this, but Rowana has a unique feature of she actually changes her outfit each patch.
I was gonna say, did she mug Clint Eastwood and steal his fucking poncho? I also like that this area completely empties of the assorted passersby for the cutscene, which I like to imagine as the Warrior of Light sitting down and everyone just nervously sidling away.
NPCs still stay around. In fact, I think that one, the lava fell in the background, is the one that starts the Hildebrand quest line for this that I just still haven't started yet.
Fair enough. And yeah, there's a street sweeper in the background just doing their thing.
Okay, so the first one's free. The first one you get for doing the whole quest line.
The next are going to cost you.
Yes. I might
It's a loss
look
leader.
into what future ones will cost. Just because I'm interested. Whoosh. Yeah, I figure it's not too bad, but I'm just interested at what it is. Because, you know, I'll probably be doing it.
Oh god. What country's national anthem did they write for this game? Alamigo?
Yes?
I think so. So I remember hearing in some context related to this via some video that there is an in-game performance of one of the nation's national anthems.
Oh, yeah, it's Almigo.
Oh, hey, there's the Doma theme. Hooray.
Yeah, there's 2 national anthems.
Right. There's the occupied version and the version that preceded it. About the Alamigan primal and how hard he will dunk on some manner of transgressor, if I remember correctly.
Something like that.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, there's... So, you see how there's nobody over there? Well, when I start to walk towards it.
Oh, I understand.
PS4 limitations.
Oh, I thought you were playing this on your computer.
Nope. I started on PlayStation and just kind of stayed on that.
Huh.
As I never really, until recently, had a computer that could handle this solidly.
Fair enough.
Take
I mean,
it.
I kind of...
Actually, what's the description on that?
What is the inscription on that?
Generic. Also, I need to rebuy the game, and then I would either have to transfer characters or play new characters that I never really understood the system too well.
Fair enough. Game, why do you do this to me? Have those glasses always been there? Has the character
Yes.
just not been the focus of a scene until now?
Whoa.
That's a big sucker.
We welcome the great sword of Artorias.
Honor-bound and tenacity. Oh, the shields are never on your arm. They just kind of float in front of your arm. Oh.
I am a little sad about that. It seems like
Honk, honk, honk.
I do apologize.
It's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just more amusing than anything else.
I mean, the more funny thing about this whole endeavor is probably about to be revealed in 2 seconds.
Oh dear.
My character is used to this. He understands.
No, I just parsed the fact that your character had a tail, which, I mean, it should have been transparently obvious beforehand, but, like, it seems so at odds with the rest of their appearance. The fucking bottle brush look.
Let's see how much better this gear is.
It actually isn't.
Bum bum ba ba.
That's the joke. It's worse. This is how it generally is. These are always slightly behind. There we go. In comparison, that's what I'm looking for. They're always slightly behind the other things. The one thing is that they do have full materia slots on the sword.
Hmm.
So they could potentially be better.
Yeah. The Crystarium sword can also be better, but you'd have to overmeld it, and that's costly.
Whereas this, you can just have happen.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing that I can always do, and will do, not to say I can't just make my sword look like it.
Right.
But the shield, though. Surely the shield's better.
No.
No. I'm not sure you.
There we go. And the thing is, by the end of the expansion, like by the end of patches, as they like add more upgrades to these, they slowly become better than what you can have at the time. They eventually get there. Now. Top down the Dragoon.
Poof. Round 2.
Gotta go find that powder.
Yeah. I assume you don't have to do the thing in Sid's brain again.
No. Remnant Toll or Ilshire?
Idleshire?
Idleshire.
I think that's how it's pronounced.
4. Yeah, relic weapons are optional. What they are supposed to be. So the thing is, the raiding gear of the current tier of raid will always be better than the gear that you can get for tombstones. Always. The tombstone gear, like for example for this set, the tombstone gear starts at 490 and you can upgrade it to be 500. The weapon that drops from the final stage of the raid is 505. This weapon starts at 485 and will probably have upgrades to right before the next tier of raids come out to be 505. Alright, special arms. What do you have for me now? I am buying this. Okay, it's not bad. It's 1,000 tombstones. You can get those in like a day. Yeah, this is the easiest grind for a weapon.
I mean, you're still broke, but...
I mean, that's just because I spent all mine on other relic weapon items. But yeah. It's right there. It looks good. I like that sword. That sword looks real nice. I'm a big fan of that blue. Is it... The better...
That's a knight's sword if ever I saw one.
You cannot dye this weapon.
How would you dye a sword?
You laugh, but like...
Well then.
What is dyed on this?
I don't know.
Oh, is it it's the head of the cane, which you can't see.
Which I can't see in the preview window.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hold up. Trying to fucking... Sheath. There we go. Yeah. Could probably also manipulate this.
Ah, there we go. Yeah.
Your character looks like a medieval cat person adult Sora.
Wow. Rude.
I'm not
From
saying
saving
that's a
all
bad
his
thing.
ammo for the final volley.
It just kind of clicked, and I needed to make sure I had it right.
But yeah, old relic.
Is it just the
weapons.
hair, do you think?
It's the tunic plus the boots.
I don't know. Those shoes aren't nearly clowny enough for that.
Well, yeah, he got reasonable taste when he got older.
There we go.
Also, isn't his character wearing a... Yeah, it's like a surcoat over armor, it looks like.
Look.
I'm not saying this is a bad look. I was just saying what it reminded me of.
Fair enough. I mostly think, like, just a knight, because, you know, they tended to wear surcoats in order to not cook in
Look,
the sun.
it's really hard to find pants in this game that aren't like either A, fully armored or skin tight.
I see.
Baggy pants
Or
are
fully
very hard
armored
to find.
and skin tight.
Yeah, yeah. Anywho, that's pretty much all I had planned. Solid 2
Fair
hours.
Yeah, I just popped in to say hi and chatter about Final Fantasy for a while.
I get to look at my cool sword now.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully further upgrades down the line.
Further sword may yet arrive.
Assuming that they're going to do some like quest line like this associated to each upgrade, I'll probably stream each of those, but this one we knew explicitly was going to be a bunch of quests, so that's why I figured it would be a good stream. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Till next sword.